Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. Now, this is going to sound a little bit harsh, but you know, I am not that crackhead Molly May who turned around and said we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Okay, because clearly we don't. There are the working class, and then there's her, who is the creative director of Pretty Little Thing. Now, I haven't come here to slander her. I know I've just called her a crackhead, but I'm only messing about. Clearly, the way that she said it, and from being her point of view, you know, someone who's rich and quite, I wouldn't say powerful, but you know, in her position, she can't really say stuff like that. Because people like the working class, they're not going to be happy about it. Even people in the middle class, because they've had to work quite hard to get to where they are. Maybe on the odd occasion, very wealthy people have had to work really hard, such as, you know, Elon Musk, but there are certain circumstances where there's wealthy people who just live off mommy and daddy, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, she had no right to come and say that. But bit controversial, she made a decent point, okay? But this isn't about how, you know, like the average person has the same 24 hours in a day as, let's say, Beyonce. Yeah, this is more like most people will sit there and after work and, you know, just watch Netflix rather than doing something useful with their time, and that's because they are unmotivated. Now, a simple way to become motivated again is by creating goals. Now, I know that sounds very mundane, a little bit, you know, out there, but it does help. If you have goals that you want to reach, but you are feeling unmotivated and you're feeling down, you can't be bothered, what I have found helps is, sorry about this by the way, what I have found helps, it's a little bit better, is writing them down. And it doesn't have to be massive goals throughout the day, because I have been in a situation where I've had depression, social anxiety, I have several issues, yeah, let's just put it that way. But I understand that if you have depression and you're lying in bed and you can't be bothered to do something, I get that. But how I got myself out of the funk, it might not work for everyone, but it can help if you write them down. Something as simple as getting out of bed and making the bed, or taking a walk and then ticking it off as soon as you've done it. Now, this can work on a scalable approach, as if you do have like a yearly goal. Let's not put it as like, you know, the New Year's resolution, because everyone, I'm telling you, everyone ends up failing them. And if you haven't, and you've actually stuck to it for years and years, then I genuinely applaud you. Like, this isn't even a joke. Like, I've never stuck to a New Year's resolution, but I always stick to goals that I write down for the year. Not at the beginning, because I like to think about what I'm doing. And the way my goals last year were that I wanted to save up a certain amount of money. I've near enough hit that target, so you know, I wanted to start investing at the beginning of the year. I did that. Obviously, that was last year, and now, well, I think on the 25th of January is my 1 year investment, and I feel like I've done quite well for my first year, not done too bad. And then I wanted to learn how to drive. Now, that has been a little bit difficult for me. Yes, I do look quite old, people. I do understand that. I am 24 and I don't know how to drive. That's a bit embarrassing, but yeah, we keep it moving. But it's got a little bit harder due to COVID, me not being able to drive, stuff like that. So yeah, it is what it is. So that one's a bit of an X right now, but we will learn. I'll pass my theory. I know, thank you. But, you know, like, I haven't learned how to actually drive yet. And I wanted to take part in like a fighting sport. So I've taken up boxing and I really enjoy that. So yeah, writing down your goals and being able to see that tick that you've actually accomplished it, it can be an amazing thing. Like, it gives you that sense of pride, that sense of I've accomplished something, and you will feel better within yourself, especially if you are suffering with mental illnesses, because I do understand that, like, it can be very difficult in them sort of situations, and you do feel like you can't motivate yourself, you do feel down, you do feel constantly like you're not good enough, but you are. You just, the only person that can get you out of that situation is yourself. And I know that from experience. I know that I've said that and like boo-hoo me, you know what I mean? But like, it's true. You are the only one that can pull yourself out of that situation. And the first steps, in my opinion, to my recovery were to set goals, to become active again, to stop just doing nothing throughout the day, because you do feel ill. So like, I think I saw something on like Instagram the other day, like it was great, if I can remember it was something like the worst sort of thing is getting depression because you're not being productive, but you can't be productive because you're feeling depressed. I don't know whether I've said that wrong, but it sort of resembles that sort of situation. So yeah, like you can put yourself out of it, become motivated, and set the goals. Okay. So yeah, right. I guess we're just gonna cut it there. So my name's Chris, and thanks for coming to my channel. Peace.